Welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff here with co-host Chip. What is going on, Chip? What's going on, everybody out there in the On the Chain family? You better believe that it is time for some serious bad assery. That's what we're going to get into today. Why? Because Ripple, guess what they did, Chip? They donated $5 million in XRP, not 5 million XRP, but $5 million in XRP to, guess what? To Trump. That's right, to the inauguration, to Trump and Vance. And there's so many great things going on. Is a price surge coming? Is this going to spur the next all-time high? We're going to talk about that. We're going to workshop that. And I want to give a big shout out, big congratulations to Special Opus over on the Discord channel for winning a badass Yetis White Tribe. And we're going to do a transfer live on the show. And stay tuned because there's going to be somebody in the audience today that's going to win a badass Yeti. Get your Zaman wallet ready. Get ready to type in the secret word because you guys probably know what that is. And we're going to get this thing going. Also, give a quick shout out where you're tuning in from when you enter. Let us know. Even if you're in the rewatch, it just post it in the comments. That'll be awesome. And Chip, if you're ready to kick this thing off.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
Welcome to On the Chain, everybody out there. How is everybody doing? What's going on, Matt LaRoche? And down under there, we say down under Australia. We got to know where you're coming in from.
We do.
Also coming in from Australia. Then we got our Florida people here in the house here. I like it. Right. Jim D's here on time. This is good. Props. You get a gold star. Sometimes he comes in a little bit late. I'm glad he's here early. He got his coffee ready to go. A lot of stuff to workshop, but I got to tell you, Jeff, Trump said we get tired of the winning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not tired yet.
I'm tired.
Not tired of the winning. I mean, the winning is just at a different level. I mean, it is fantastic. There's some more going on. So it's not so much a secret word. Good morning from New York. Miguel Castillo is here. Beautiful. It's not a secret word. It's Yeti. That's our secret word, Yeti. 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 Also the name of my dog, my 1-year-old puppy.
Nice.
Golden Doodle, who has, if I could just bottle some of that energy, my God, it would be just fantastic.
We may or may not be giving away an ass kicker. I think I have to change that.
It's an ass kicker, yeah. So I don't think it's an ass kicker today. Hang on a second. We got 0 entries so far. 0 entries on the Yeti. You
got to type in the Yeti. I'm going to adjust this and just say, we're going to pick out which badass it's going to be. One up White Tribe, badass Yeti. Yeti. Whoops. Badass Yeti.
It says from the soon to be socialist country of Britain. I'm constantly getting into it with wait a minute, something's not going on. Why is this? Hang on a second, guys. I don't know what's going on. Something is not right. Okay, now it's right. Got 10 entries. There we go.
Zaman. There we go.
Back and forth, guy from the UK.
Things are a little slow on the YouTube.
Camera just went out, Jeff.
Everything. So, what's that? My camera's
off for a second.
Flickered.
Legendary Kev and Simon. There you go, right there. That's someone who's been listening for a while. If you know Kev and Simon, that's phenomenal, man. You got to love that. You got to love it. Legendary is a legend in the space, and some of the things we got to talk about today is, this RLUSD is got some, I'm really interested in this whole thing. Like, I think I'm way more psyched about it now that it's actually released. But got 2 videos here. Jack McDonald, who heads up the stablecoin in Ripple. Here's a little video. It's a short little video, but it's a good one with some information here.
Ripple has always built products specifically for enterprises and financial institutions. Now, we're bringing that deep expertise to launch a stablecoin, built for businesses, but accessible to everybody. For more than a decade, Ripple has been the industry leader in on-chain solutions for institutional finance. From the beginning, Ripple has always worked with global regulators, ensuring our solutions are compliant and adhere with local regulations wherever we decide to launch our products. We are well positioned to launch Ripple USD for several reasons. We're focused on the gold standard of compliance. RLUSD is issued in accordance with the New York State Department of Financial Services stablecoin guidance, which sets forth requirements designed to protect stablecoin holders. The requirements touch on the timely redemption of stablecoins, the safekeeping of stablecoin reserve assets, independent third-party attestations to verify the reserve. And Ripple USD is one of the few stablecoins that is fully regulated. Our regulators have stringent disclosure requirements, such as the publication of monthly attestations by an independent certified public accountant to verify the reserves backing the stablecoin. Monthly third-party attestations of the reserve ensure transparent reporting and reserve management. There will be clear redemption rights and other regulatory standards that are designed to protect holders. For over 10 years, Ripple has always chosen to work with and partner with regulators, policymakers, and financial institutions. Our partnerships with major banks and payment institutions bridge the gap between traditional finance and crypto solutions. These established relationships will bring the next wave of users and assets on-chain with Ripple USD.
There you go. You notice he wasn't using the acronym. He was using Ripple USD. You notice that?
Yep.
He was using that. This is something that we
got to give the whole name there. The Ripple
USD, which is RL for short. And then they have this. Need to talk about how to set up the new 2025 crypto tax accounting that now requires a wallet by wallet basis accounting and declaration basis accounting, FIFO, LIFO, HFIFO, all that stuff.
First in, first out, last in, first out.
Yeah.
I don't know what H is. What is H in? What's H stand for? First in, last in.
Who knows? I don't know. Jim will tell us.
I don't know what HEFO. What is HEFO?
The bottom line is it's a nightmare, which is why we're really looking forward to Trump coming in, because it's going to just basically
Adjust.
if he goes and says that it's not going to get taxed crypto, that shit's out the window. Goodbye.
Yep.
So
what does this say? Oh, highest in, first out.
What?
That's insane. So if you go with the highest in, so first in, last in, highest in, these people are out of their minds. You know what they need to have is THEFO, which is THEFO would be, the theft of our first in, first out.
Well, that's called FAFO, F around and find out. So we just need to delete the IRS. It's just a burden.
They're THEFOing from us. That's what
Someone asked a very important question. If we can print money, why are we paying taxes?
That's exact. That was from El Salvador. That was
yeah.
That was Bukele.
By the way, I think Bukele is trolling the IMF in a big way. We're going to get into that story in a little bit too. Great. But I have one more video to play. This is Moonpay's CEO. This is also talking about another. Let's just want to talk about this one. Another short video. It's about a minute long.
Before you play the video, I just want to do a quick transfer. We had a giveaway on the Discord, and we had special opus, one on the Discord channel, one a Guardian, a Badass Yetis White Tribe Guardian. I'm going to do the transfer right now live, so then we can focus all of our attention on the giveaway that we're doing right here. I just want to show you guys how fast these things transfer over. When you could be doing it on OpenSea, you could be using the ordinals, and you could be sitting around forever trying to make a transfer and send over a NFT or try to transfer some asset over. So the thing is, I'm looking over here at the screen, and I'm going to do a quick transfer. I'm going to click transfer, and then I'm going to put in the wallet address, and I'm going to click transfer. And then once I click transfer, a QR code comes up.
I'm supposed to.
I don't know if we can put this QR code up on the screen. I'm not sure.
We don't want to do that.
I'm transferring it over right now. I've got the Zaman wallet ready. I hit slide to accept. I confirm the acceptance of it. It says verifying over there. It says the transfer has been submitted on the screen on the app. Boom, submitted successfully. That's it. The NFT has been transferred.
5 seconds.
That was it. That's all it took. 5 seconds. Transferred an NFT over the XRPL. Now imagine, trying to do that with the ordinals or Ethereum or one of the other. But this is the Badass Yeti that Special Opus won today on the Discord channel. And if you guys are interested in joining the Discord, we'll throw in a link for you guys to join that as well.
In the comments.
In the comment, we'll put that. But we're going to be giving away a Badass Yeti today as well. So stay tuned for that. Type in Yeti, YETI, and you'll get your chance to win. Make sure you have your Zaman wallet ready. That's
There
what
you
it's
go.
all about. And Zober
It's all
won
about
last
easy.
time. So Zober, if you haven't accepted the transfer of it, make sure that you accept it. Go into your Zaman wallet and accept the transfer of it. And if you did, maybe they're just I'm still seeing it on our side, as though it's sitting there. But just double check, make sure you got the acceptance of it. But that's really awesome. Zober was the big winner of a of one of the uh, badass Yetis.
There you go. Hold
Trying to
on.
think what day that was. What day was that? That was one of the ass kickers that he won.
I
So
think
it was
that
a
was
really cool ass kicker.
night.
So
Wednesday night, maybe.
Wednesday, Wednesday night, Today's Saturday. There we go.
It's all about ease of use. We are not done. The job is not done until the user experience for crypto is better than your bank account. Hi, I'm Ivan. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Moonpay. We are on a mission to onboard the world to the crypto economy. We think that starts with really simple and easy to use payments infrastructure. So it all started with this idea that wallets are going to be the future. If that is going to be the future, we need to make it easy for people to participate. And so that starts with building the backwards compatibility to the existing financial system. Stablecoins are already the killer use case for crypto. And so we need a competitive market for stablecoins. We need more stablecoins. So we're really excited to announce that we are partnering with Ripple to launch Ripple USD inside the Moonpay platform. What's exciting about this partnership is now customers from anywhere in the world can deposit RUSD directly into their Moonpay account. From there, they'll be able to participate in DeFi. They'll be able to participate in marketplaces that accept the stablecoin on the XRP ledger. We're in all of your favorite wallets. We're in many different marketplaces. Now you can use Moonpay. So we're really excited to announce that.
There you go. More adoption. Fantastic. Giving people more avenues.
It's really sweet too, dude.
It's a
Look at that.
good thing, man. It's what I like
You
to
ever
say.
you ever seen Moonpay? There it is,
Yeah.
right there. Moonpay. If you haven't seen it before,
Maybe.
there you go. Moonpay, business, individuals. You can buy, sell, swap, all sorts of different tokens. Plus, the Ripple USD is over there. So they have a new partnership with Ripple. That's it's pretty stellar.
Moon, going to the moon.
Look at that, Zober. Wife absolutely loves the ass kicker and displayed on her phone. How cool is that?
I like
That was
that.
a kick-ass badassery. That's what that's all
Well,
about.
Jeff, when we got this new puppy, this golden doodle last year, it was the cutest little thing. It was supposed to be a mini, but it's the full-size doodle. It's big. It's like when you hear that thing walk in the house, it's like a horse, small horse in the house. I mean, it's like, so anyway, I was like, I let the girls name it, my wife and the two girls come up with the name. You guys come up with the name, you name it. And she came up with the name. And the name she came up with was Yeti. She said, it looks like one of those,
Yeti.
I forget which tribe member she thought it looked like, but she thought it looked a little bit like, and I think it might have even been the ass kickers, but she said, yeah, it looks like that one. And I showed it to her, this one. She goes, yeah, it kind of looks like that. We need to call him Yeti. Had nothing to do with it, man. I was shocked. I was like, okay, so now he's Yeti the Jedi is what I call him. But he's a Yeti. And it's so funny every time someone hears his name, they're like, what's his name? Yeti. And like, oh my God, that's perfect. I'm like, you don't even know. You don't even know, dude.
Boom, look at that. Got the transfer. Thanks, guys. Love the badass Yetis. Boom. There you go.
We're going to be introducing the badass chimps soon. The badass chimps are going to be very well priced too. They're going to be very affordable. But again, what Jeff and I are super excited about, we constantly, every couple of days, we'll share some new AI that's making 3D worlds. It's making, such advancements. And, ultimately we'd like to create this vision we had about making a game out of it and having these NFTs as a way to, participate in the game. So giving it even more utility. The utility that exists right now is you get a discount on the badass Yetis coffee. And yes, I'm going to shill some coffee. Hell yeah, it's the best in the world. I'm not playing around, right, Jeff?
Right.
I'm not playing. Am I wrong?
Badass.
It's badass. Put this up here. There it is right there. Look at that right there. I'm going to go out there, guys. You want to support the channel too. But more importantly, if you really enjoy good coffee, there you go. Boom. Badass Yetis coffee. And is it any good? Nah. It's something great, Jeff. Fantastic. So there it is right there. Freshly roasted. We roast those beans. They get roasted that same day. They get put in the bag. They get shipped out the next morning. So you're getting freshly roasted inside of a week to your house, right to your house.
That's right to your house.
Different ones. Yeah,
How
it's
kick-ass is that? Doesn't get any better. any more kick-ass than that.
And again, you get a discount if you got the NFT, so you can go into the Discord, you can claim your discount. You get a discount code, you put it in here, and listen, honestly, you guys, we don't make a ton of money on this, but it's the bottom line is it's a very expensive process to roast and roast it to order, but the taste is everything. It means everything in the end, and so that's kind of what's key. So
Yeah.
and then of course you get that discount if you own 2, you get a better discount. If you own 3, you get even a bigger discount. So it brings down the cost. But yeah.
Can you hear this?
Yetis Coffee, you're tasting a legend in a cup. A riot of flavors as powerful and mythical as our beloved Yetis. Every order is roasted just for you, resulting in a freshness as thrilling as a Yeti's yodel. Is it any good? Nah, it's fucking great.
Damn right it is.
Right. That was a message.
We'll be working on a promo that we just play, which we'll just play. But anyway, I just wanted to put that up there. But the big story today that we talked about that Jeff teased in the open is this right here.
How much money? $5 million.
$5 million. So the inauguration draw. So this is a great article by Ellie Tarrant. Coinbase, Ripple, and Moonpay have donated to Trump Vance inaugural fund, right? But you have a lot of
Huge
other
amount.
too. You also have Zuck. This is how I knew. This is how Jeff and I sort of knew the election was going Trump's way. When Zuck started making a turn before the election, oh my gosh, Trump is great. He stood up and he said, fight. Here's a guy that does not like Trump. Here's a guy that hates Trump, but he saw the writing on the wall. He's got probably the most vast data set on sentiment between Instagram, Facebook. He knows where this was going. He could see where it was going a mile away.
Yeah. Knew exactly where things were turning out. He got on board the Trump train early on. So that was a good thing.
Yeah, so it says Coinbase and Kraken each donated $1 million to Trump's Vance inaugural committee. Organization funding the 3-day extravaganza of galas, parades, dinners. I mean, someone has to pay for it. It doesn't come out of the general budget. It has to be raised. You think, so this is where it's raised from the private sector for Trump and his VP-elect, J.D. Vance. Big win in November election taking place the days before and after swearing in on January 20th. And so blockchain payments firm Ripple will also make a $5 million contribution in crypto token XRP, the digital asset it uses to facilitate its cross-border payments business. And all 3 companies confirmed the donations to Fox Business, and Coinbase said it was among the first crypto firms. We were first. It's like when we put a video out and someone just types in the comment first, right? You see this all over. Like, first, I'm first. There's something great to be said about being first.
Always first.
And Coinbase wanted to know that they were out front being number one. And we saw during the, Ripple is playing it smart. They were playing both sides. They were hedging their bet. Chris Larson came out and said he's going to donate to Kamala Harris. Wanted to make sure they're playing sort of both sides of it, right? And for a business, you want to make sure that you're positioning yourself. But the fact that they are donating $5 million inauguration is speaks a little bit of volumes. And then the statement from Coinbase, they said Coinbase is committed to working with the administration on both sides of the aisle to create regulatory clarity for crypto, and it's important to engage early in order to hit the ground running, said the company's VP of U.S. policy. This is Cara Calvert in a statement to Fox. That's why Coinbase committed to supporting President Trump's transition and ultimately his inauguration well ahead of the election. We're eager to work with the most pro-crypto administration in the history as we build the future. Look at that powerful statement right there.
That's a massive statement, Chip. That tells you everything. And I'm still 100%, under this idea and opinion. Say, my opinion is that had things turned the other way, everything would have been drastically different. I think we would have seen an undermining of the stock market, would have crashed. I think the crypto market would be stagnant. I think we'd have virtually, zero growth for probably, a couple of years in the crypto space. I think there'd still be adoption with Bitcoin and some of the other asset, but the regulatory uncertainty would have remained. It would have gotten worse because it wouldn't just be regulatory uncertainty over crypto. It would be regulatory uncertainty about everything financial, plus stability on a global scale. All the bad actors would still be in place, and they would have more power, and it would be a complete undermining and embarrassment for this country and most countries. So it's such a departure. And this, to your point, when Zuckerberg got on board, but you and I talked about it, we were very confident that things were going the right way. I kept saying there's no way people in this country or around the world embrace the level of socialist rhetoric and taxation and the overburdening of what these people have done to us. And so it's a departure. And now what we're seeing also, it's not just about, oh, Republican versus Democrat. It's right versus wrong. It's good versus evil. And what we're seeing is that good always victors in the end. It might take years, it could take a long time, but always overcomes and triumphs over evil. Even though we're always in the face of evil trying to, place its talents into us, but it's the will of the people. The will of the people, the speaking of freedom, the desire for freedom, the desire for self-governance, and the crypto space having regulatory certainty. It is so meaningful and symbolic to the rest of everything that is happening. And this had to happen. This had to happen. Everybody knew it. You can only, we could only go so far. It would have been, such a destructive force that I don't think we would have ever come out of. And you could see how the other side is reeling from it, right? I'm not talking about the Democrats. We talked about the entire deep state system is reeling from what we just witnessed. And now we're going to see defragmentation of the U.S. government agencies, the unelected bureaucrats, and that is going to create a ripple across the globe in countries all over the world. But Chip, who did it first? Argentina and El Salvador were first, to change mindsets and change the direction that they're moving it. Against all odds, they took countries that were, borderline destitute, that had so much, chaos and evil bestowing on them, and they were able to step up against the deep state. And you reference, Bukele, what he's doing in the face of the IMF. The IMF, one of those evil agencies out there that want to maintain the status quo in most countries. Why do you think most countries are still in poverty? It's because organizations like the UN and the IMF, keep them in those positions, because there's billions and billions and billions of dollars to be made off of the impoverished state of most of these countries. And this is exactly why they wanted to disenfranchise people invested in crypto. They wanted to maintain control over it. They wanted to make sure that individuals couldn't gain wealth through it. They don't like decentralization. I don't care what anybody says. The whole notion of decentralization brings freedom and brings the power back to the people, and people that are involved within that socialist state don't want that kind of freedom in the hands of the people, because then they can't control them. When they control your wealth, they control you. When they control your health, they control you. When they control your food supply, they control you. So at least if you can step, Chip, into this notion of we need to gain our freedom back, we have to maintain our privacy. There's certain things that have to happen. And in this country, there's been such a breach of Constitution that we've lost so many of those rights. And that is, demoralizing, but that's also what this transition is all about. And the MAGA party bringing in RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, there's people from all parties that have gotten involved in this because they all have a singular goal, which is make America great again. We make America great. We make Britain great. We can make whatever country great. We can make El Salvador, Argentina, Canada, Mexico, wherever you want to go in the world. Baby. Australia, everywhere, anywhere in the world. It's time. It definitely is time. Here you go. The Bahamas is the same way, like that, massively marginalized across the globe. And it's such a negative influence. And this is the direction we're moving in. That's what's so great about it. This is the time. Here you go. Give God credit. Here we go. Where is it? Give God credit. It was a miracle. It was, God, it had to happen. It wasn't going to go in the direction things were going in, Chip. It was impossible. It definitely was. Look at that. Applied for concealed. Congratulations. That's awesome. it's great to see that.
Well, that's the other thing that's going to be changed too. It's going to be open carry everywhere in all states, and they're also going to make it so that you can go across straight lines, because right now you can't. You're not supposed to cross state lines, but they're going to make it so you can cross state lines because it's open carry. Well, Florida too. Florida passed it too, so you don't. I think you have to. You still have to conceal it. You don't need a concealed permit anymore, though.
No.
But you have to
So in
conceal
Florida,
it.
you can, but there's still, so if you get your concealed carry permit, you can walk into a store, make a purchase, and walk out of the store with it. If you don't have your concealed permit, there's a hold. I think it's a 72-hour hold. So you go in, they do background check, you pass background check, then there's a hold period. Then you have to come back and pick it up. If you have a concealed carry, there's a reciprocity in multiple states. So for instance, you could drive from Florida up to Michigan, and pretty much all the states have reciprocity with concealed carry with the state of Florida. You just have to double check depending on where you're going. Don't go into like New Jersey or New York or anything like that. Double check, and then there's all sorts of, factors at play, but not having to, if you have a immediate, you don't have to have a concealed carry permit. It changes the aspect, but at the same time, I would like to see, people at least doing their due diligence to train, understand, have some, safety, understanding of how these, depending on what you purchase, know it inside and out. Make sure you know how to load it. Make sure you know how to clean it. Make sure you know its capabilities, and just
Safety,
be
storage,
smart.
all that stuff. Yeah.
All of that, and too many people buy it, put it in a drawer, and never use it ever. And that's the worst thing.
So they
You have to go until you have to, and then you're like, oh crap, and then that's where problems happen. So it's really important. But this is in the US. Thank God for the US, because we have a Second Amendment. And this is
the only one that
what's
does.
so critical.
Look at this. So
Yeah.
so as of July 1st, 2023, Florida residents, you got to be a U.S. citizen, 21 years old, demonstrate competency with a firearm, what Jeff was talking about, not have a physical infirmity that prevents safe handling, some kind of a thing that would prevent you from handling safely, not be ineligible to possess it due to a felony. And this is the other reason you would want to have the concealed permit, is because for individuals who want to carry in states that require permits and offer reciprocity to Florida permits. So there you have it right there. I didn't know we were going on that journey, but somehow we did. I wanted to go. I didn't know we were going to do that. But that was Jeff's. Did you like my new banner for Jeff's rant segment?
I like that.
I had to flash it up.
I need to have a song that goes with that.
All right. Well, I'll make one, dude. We'll make an AI song. It'll be like it'll be a little loop that we'll throw in there. Time for
like
Jeff's rant segment. Jeff rant. I wanted to see. I had highlighted one that I can't find now, and it just drives me crazy, man. It drives me crazy why I can't find this. Here it is right here. David O'Brien says, "Hey lads, what do you think of that clown Mark Yusko's comments on Brad Garlinghouse and XRP?" Well, it just so happens we have that clip, so it's always
there we go.
We're in line here. So I wanted to play that. He was on with the Wolf of Wall Street. Let's listen to this clip and let's get your thoughts, guys. Let's hear it.
Trump is doing through this entity that he owns. He, and it's really his son, but because I don't think Donald really understands this stuff, is buying a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin and Hedera and XRP.
A bunch of things that might be approved for ETFs next year.
Shocking how that works.
So there you go. So there's Yusko, and I don't know what proof Yusko has of this. I mean, to go on, with Scott Melker, who's known on X as the Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know what he's like. His entity is buying all this stuff. Now maybe it's public, maybe you're chasing wallets. First time I heard of it. So, and what would be uncommon for them to buy the top 5 or 10 anyway? Like, there's no big revelation here. So so what? But the way he's talking about it, I don't think Donald understands crypto. No, he doesn't. That's why in his first term he was like, Bitcoin's bad, until he thought differently, right? Until he got educated by and I think Vivek was like instrumental in sort of bringing him around with crypto. But I think also probably Eric and Don Jr. had something to do with it too, because they've always seemed pro crypto. So everybody can change their mind. You know who didn't change their mind? The Democrats. We heard about the pivot. We never saw the pivot. And Jeff, to your point in the rant, we're never going to see it because it's incongruent with their control mechanism. One of the things that was in that continuing resolution bill was like $100 million in funding for that third-party government agency that just got busted on Twitter for doing all of the censorship. They were funding it more. Again, they're trying to go backdoor to get, and it was all backdoor stuff, right? It's like Trump's on the way out. Let's sell all the border wall parts. Let's get rid of all that. I mean, the whole thing, if you didn't know what kind of the zero character, most character, most honest person, when Biden came out recently and said he had zero scandals during his presidency, I laughed almost as hard as when Obama said it. I'm like, these two are cut from the same cloth. They're both nincompoops. I mean, they're both nutters. And like, really, dude? No scandals at all. Okay, just say it and make it so, right? If you say it, it must be true. This is what kills me about these guys, man. It's just it's incredibly bad. Now I want to talk about this, Jeff. This is insane. So, do we ship to Canada, Jeff? I don't know if we do ship to Canada.
So we'd set it up for some international, but there was some issue with shipping the coffee and doing the whole thing. But we tried to get it set up so you'd have to go on. If you go through the link, it'll tell you whether or not it ships or not, doesn't ship. But there was an issue with shipping and potential customs. I forget exactly what the whole ordeal was. So it's a question mark. You have to go on and try it out. See how it works.
This is good analysis right here. Alchemist says, Yusko is a dumbass in regard to the 60 Minutes interview analysis, not the Trump crypto grift. The grift. Right. The grift. That's funny.
There was a problem. I checked. It does vary. That was the problem. The shipping was ridiculous. Because of all that. Trying to get it into certain countries, it was cost prohibitive on the shipping, unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah, well, we can, if you hit us up, we could give you the best discount on it to offset the shipping, but unfortunately there's nothing we can do about it because it's just
it goes through Shopify.
And it's not us too, so it gets shipped out of there. It's not really our Miguel Castillo says Trump knows about crypto. He met with Brad Garlinghouse in his first term, but it wasn't time to promote crypto. Yeah, that's a good point too. Like the timing is everything. And I mean, it's not like Trump didn't know what was going to happen in 2020. He predicted it 6 months ahead of time. He knew it was going down.
Knew exactly what's happening.
He knew exactly what was going down. He has everything. This is why people are running scared. He has all of the stuff. He knows where the dead bodies are buried.
That's right. Check out CB11, 1111. I like those numbers. Finally made a live show. Always enjoy your controversial commentary. Awesome blend of crypto and politics. That's right. Man. Nobody does it. First of all, most of the YouTube channels out there don't even understand how to analyze what's happening in the space with crypto. They're just focused on the ups and downs. I'm not talking about the guys that are doing technical analysis. That's totally different, but just most of the typical YouTube commentary, it's all just FUD and FOMO, right? They don't properly analyze, and you have to bring the politics in with the crypto because otherwise, and so that's why, we talk this way.
It's all connected.
I think it's critical. It's all connected, and
Jeff, really this is where I think that Bukele is pulling a fast one, because when this story broke a couple of days ago, I didn't buy it on its face because I'm like, Bukele isn't one to roll over. He just isn't that dude, right? And I even asked him, I even asked him in Spanish if it was true, and he obviously didn't comment on it. I mean, who am I, right?
He answered you, right?
No, he didn't answer me.
Oh,
I mean, who am I? I'm just some dude. I'm just some dude sitting in my, in my house doing a podcast. Right? I'm just some dude.
We should try to get him on. How cool would that be? We'd be like, dude, we do a podcast and we talk about
that would be, I mean,
all the time.
Like Bukele would be a dream, dude. It'd be awesome.
It'd be awesome.
But look at this story. El Salvador to scale back Bitcoin efforts under a $1.4 billion IMF deal. Under the agreement, El Salvador will make Bitcoin acceptance voluntary for the private sector while restricting public sector involvement. And after 4 years of negotiations, El Salvador entered that $1.4 billion loan agreement. Provisions on the agreement implied that if approved, El Salvador would have to scale back certain aspects of Bitcoin strategy, according to a statement. Now, if the IMF is going to shake you down and say, we'll give you a loan for $1.4 billion, but you got to drop. Now, that tells you everything you need to know. If they want you to drop Bitcoin, that tells you everything. The International Monetary Fund wants you to, I mean, their arch enemy is Bitcoin. And when I say Bitcoin, it's every digital asset, right? Bitcoin's the name brand. It's Bitcoin, it's, Hedera, it's Ethereum, it's XRP, it's all of them, right? Top 10, 20, whatever. Sui, it's all of them. And so when you hear the Bitcoin, it happens to be what he's using. And I'm like, this smells funny. It just, something doesn't, initial details of the deal were disclosed earlier in the month, with sources telling Decrypt that the plan is focused on supporting a macroeconomic adjustment and structural reforms. Under the new agreement, El Salvador will make Bitcoin acceptance voluntary for the private sector and restrict the public sector's involvement in crypto activities. The government will also gradually reduce its role in the Chivo digital wallet program. The agreement outlines a comprehensive reform agenda, including measures to strengthen anti-corruption frameworks and align banking regulations with international standards to improve financial stability in governments. And the potential risk of the Bitcoin project will be diminished significantly in line with the fund policies, IMF Deputy Director Louis Cubidu said, and Mission Chief Rafael Espinoza wrote in the statement.
They need to be in jail.
Look at this.
They need to fragment the IMF. They need to get rid of the IMF. The IMF is a destructive agency, as is the UN. I would like to see the UN disbanded, or at least realigned, reassessed on how it works and what they do with it. At least free up the real estate in New York, because there's a lot of prime real estate where the UN is, and the people. It's mostly just a whole bunch of zealot, corruptive dictators that gather in our country with diplomatic immunity, and they travel over here and hang out in our city, and they do all sorts of crazy things in our city. It's destructive by nature, as is the IMF.
When you see who's sits on the security committee, it tells you everything you need to know. I mean, it's a joke of an organization. It really is. Mark Harvey put this out. He said, El Salvador normally posts a 1 Bitcoin buy daily, but today it was 11 Bitcoin. The country also received 1.4 billion from the IMF. El Salvador might be buying the dip with IMF money. Look at this right here, Jeff. Every single day, one, and all of a sudden they get that loan, and boom, 11. You think they're spending the IMF money on this buying the dip, Jeff? I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is hilarious. This is why I think in preventing people, this is the thing. So a lot of people moved to El Salvador because it was Bitcoin endorsed. When my buddy was there recently, he was like, "Yeah, vendors on the side of the road, they accept Bitcoin. You pay with your phone. You pay. You want to buy vegetables, they get to pull out their phone, and they prefer to get paid in Bitcoin. So those are businesses that are doing it, but restricting the private citizens from getting it, I don't know, Jeff. Something just doesn't smell right about this. I'm not saying he bent the knee, but it's a little bit suspicious. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think this seems a little bit suspicious, or?
God says it'd be funny to see El Salvador. I would like to see that too. You know what's cool too? Now you can set the price of your goods, right? Produced domestically, set them in Bitcoin. That's fine. Then you're not worried about the fluctuation in currency FX with the US dollar, right? We're seeing the Bitcoin to US dollar fluctuation, Bitcoin to whatever, that's on the foreign currency transaction. But if you're in your country in El Salvador and you say that the cost of cucumbers is 0.00001 Satoshi, whatever it is, and no matter what, that's going to be the cost of it, and you don't have to worry about constant price fluctuation or conversion into their domestic currency. But you say, hey, it's either this or that, and it's like, hey, I want to pay in Bitcoin. Okay, well, this is what the cost is. Now you've set your economy based on the Bitcoin, not based on the foreign currency exchange of the valuation of it on a global stage, because who knows, what the impact, you couldn't, live on constant fluctuation. Especially from a domestic. So if they're making that transaction and that transfer, if they were using the Lightning wallet, or if they decide, hey, you know what, we're going to start implementing XRP and some of the other digital asset on top of Bitcoin, I would love to see a digital friendly country. It would fundamentally change El Salvador forever. Tell the IMF, go kick sand, don't want you in our country. You're the guys who cause all the problems around the world. Don't want the UN here. Don't want to listen to anybody. Bring in more digital assets. Create a digital asset friendly haven to attract more development and more digital asset companies, make El Salvador the global capital of the world for development of blockchain and cryptocurrency, that's it. You're putting El Salvador on the map forever, forever. It won't change. That'll become like what Dubai is over in the Middle East, and you'll create El Salvador into the Dubai of blockchain and crypto, and it'll change everything fundamentally, and that has to happen. And when that happens, it tells the IMFs, and the global organizations and the elites, screw you guys. We're going to do what we got to do, and that's going to be on our hemisphere. We embrace it, and you'll see fundamental change. That would only happen with Trump in office. Right now, if you would have allowed Biden and Harris and any of these other despots to continue their reign of terror in this country, you would have seen El Salvador, undermined, and South America undermined to even greater extent. They would allow the tentacles of the IMF and the UN to put even heavier influence, because they couldn't allow that on our southern border, or south of our border, I would say, in the southern hemisphere. They wouldn't want that to happen. They like the chaos. Through chaos you have control. So
Alchemist says, while Kimes and DAI are not fudding BTC, but Bitcoin going to zero, they are now calling it a CIA psyop. And Jim D says, I think DAI is one of the few who really get it about the charade of BTC. No.
Meaning what?
Meaning that they think it's a psyop. DAI always talks about
your opinion. What kind of rhetoric is that?
Well, DAI is always telling you, like, Bitcoin's garbage. Typical maxi. Bitcoin's garbage. It's this and that. It's like, even like the amount of energy you would waste to talk about Ethereum, it's done, man. It's in the ecosystem, right? Build a better product. Sui built a better product. They built better tech. That's why Sui's probably going to be another Solana that goes 100, 200,000. I'm sorry, 100. Maybe at some point, but and this is just pure speculation. But the whole thing of Bitcoin, it's done. It's not fast enough. Who gives a shit, DAI? It's not fast enough, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. And if it's like, yeah, will it go down? It'll go down. It'll go up. But I'll tell you what. If Trump creates a Bitcoin reserve and he puts $1 trillion into it, you better believe it's going to 2, 3, 4, 500,000, and it won't be weird by 2030 to see 1 million plus Bitcoin. And someone will be out there, but the mechanics of it aren't good. It was never finished. Who cares? Who cares? So this whole thing of this whole goofiness of being a maxi, and I always say, like, and there's a proverb that says, never forget the man. Of course, we can interchange that with woman. Never forget the person who dug the well, right? Because everybody goes and drinks from the well, and everybody enjoys the beautiful fresh water. But at some point, over time, people don't remember who actually dug the well. You know who dug the well? It's called Bitcoin. Bitcoin dug the well for us to have a robust ecosystem, right? It was the first name brand. It was the first. So just hating on Bitcoin. Now, if you don't like Bitcoin, well, don't buy it. I happen to own it. I'm like, it's the greatest thing ever. I love watching the price go up, just like anybody does, right? Own Ethereum, right? So like, what about the whole, Ethereum and this and that? Who cares? It's done. I don't like governments picking winners and losers. You're not going to undo it. You just got to you just got to build better tech, right? Win it in the private sector. If you outdo somebody, if you build a better mousetrap, people will flock to it. Builders will go to it. And if you make it accessible, that's my rant for the day, Jeff. But I never buy this whole thing of like Bitcoin is evil and Bitcoin this and it's going to zero. Well, okay, it's sitting around 100,000, give or take. It's fluctuating, but good luck on that going to zero thing, right? And it's like, wouldn't they figure out where Satoshi is, and they figure out it's a CIA, or it's a psyop operation? Yeah, it's one hell of a psyop operation, boy. It's getting adoption through the roof. Fantastic. That's
when
my
Bitcoin
rant.
Zero, Chip, the entire crypto market's going to zero.
Correct. So wishing for Bitcoin to go out doesn't mean you're going to make room for something else, Jeff. Exactly.
It doesn't make sense, and so, Miguel saying, if XRP overtakes BTC, what happens then? In which way does it overtake BTC? They're two separate use cases, right? BTC has a very particular use case. Put Bitcoin into the treasury. So what if it's slow? So it's expensive to move. You know what else is really slow and expensive to move? Gold bars. Have you ever tried moving a whole, a pallet of gold bars around? Guess what? It's gonna be really difficult to do that, and it's heavy, and it takes a lot of logistics. Bitcoin, so what? So what if it takes a lot of logistics and it's expensive and difficult to move? But if you put $1 trillion of it into your treasury, if you're a MicroStrategy and you have 14,000 or 30,000, whatever number of Bitcoins, I think they have 29,000 Bitcoins or more, and they have that in their treasury, guess what? They don't care about moving it because they're not moving it. It's sitting stable. And if it's a market cap, that doesn't matter either, right? Market cap is market cap. I mean, it's based on the valuation and available asset, right? So if Bitcoin is 200,000 based on the available supply, that's your market cap. I mean, it's not as relevant of a number as it is, from a stock perspective. If I want to look at the stock and I say, okay, what's the market cap of this company versus another company? Well, what else is going in to the valuation of that stock price based on the market cap, based on all the other parameters that you're looking at, the fundamentals of the company versus a currency? What's the market cap of the US dollar? What's the supply of the US dollar and the overall valuation? That's relevant to the value of the US dollar, but then same thing with these other assets, right? It's the expected value, perceived value in the trade amongst companies, people, however you want to look at it, and, versus supply. So if people think Dogecoin is now worth $1, guess what? That's what people value Dogecoin at, because it's in flux. Everything is just based on FOMO or FUD in the crypto space. But as soon as you decide on a perceived value and an accepted value, and it starts maintaining some level of stability, that's great. Right now there's still tons of fluctuation in Bitcoin. Obviously, you see it going massive. Massive fluctuation. It was down to 93,000, but last week it was at 107,000. But you know what? Not that long ago, it was sitting at 50,000. With XRP sitting at 50 cents. XRP now at like 220. Oh, I don't know what the current valuation is.
We just pulled it up, 220.
224. Bitcoin sitting at 97,000. Ethereum at 3,400. Chip, to your point, if Bitcoin goes to zero, they say goodbye to the rest of the market. I mean, that's it. And so for them to say it's a psyop or what, who cares at this point? I mean, it is what it is. It's in the space. Prove it. Prove that Satoshi was a CIA, psyop. Where are you getting your evidence from? Where are you getting the facts from? Because if they somehow have the evidence, that means other people would be talking about it. It doesn't exist. That's why nobody knows who Satoshi is. They can rant on it. They could try to figure it out. But I guarantee those YouTubers don't know who they are. They can just make an assumption, and that's all it is. It's just opinion based on no fact, no evidence.
Scotty says, my guess, the great state of Texas will be the home of the National Bitcoin Reserve. They already have the solar Bitcoin miner facilities there. That's a good point. I would say that's a very possibility. Legendary says that his Bitcoin is heavy. He ain't moving it anywhere, which is right. It's a little heavy. You don't want to be. I've seen in Texas, Senator Ted Cruz pushing really hard for Texas. Well, also they're talking about it in Florida. I think Tennessee is embarking on it. You're going to see every state, at least probably the red states, going to embark on it, because look, if and this is the greatest thing we can hope for being in the crypto space and talking about decentralization, is if Trump goes ahead and makes a Bitcoin reserve, puts $1 trillion or $2 trillion, man, it's going to go to 200, 300, 400, 500,000. It's going, right. And what'll happen as a result of that is other countries will also adopt the philosophy, right? Well, the US is doing it. Okay, it's safe haven. Well, let's go ahead and do it. And when they go ahead and put forth, now you're going to make Bitcoin very scarce, right? If you got major countries hodling a lot of it, not to say that, but you're going to make it more scarce. And what's the final mine date? 2042, 44, whatever. It has to continue to be mined. The value has to continue to go up, because every 4 years you got a halving and your rewards are reduced. And if you can't have a low Bitcoin, otherwise, you're not going to have miners in the game anymore. So whether you like it or not, it's a good ecosystem, and it's working and it's getting adoption. So any of the tech, sure, XRP is a better it's a better tech around moving it 3 to 5 seconds. But then Sui comes along and it's even better tech. So, it's like you're not going to be, there's always going to be competition in the space. This is why the private sector is always better. One of the things Trump said was, he said, you know what, we gotta get rid of the post office. And of course, Elizabeth Warren was out there, the fake Indian ranting, well, we can't do. Listen, it's inefficient. It loses money. You know who makes money? UPS, FedEx, right? The international, carriers, they make money, right? So here we are running at a loss, having all these. I mean, this is the worst thing in the world to have to go into a post office and have to ship a package. My God, it's like government workers. You can't see people move slower. It doesn't matter which branch you go to, Jeff. It's like you get in there, it's the long line. There's that weird smell of the post office. I don't know what that smell is, like paper. I don't know what it is, right? They all have the same weird smell in there. And people are like this. Hi, can I help you? Yeah, can I just get a roll of stamps? Did you want a roll? Which roll size you? I just wanted to get some stamps. Okay, you get some. They turn around, they open a little drawer, pull it out, put it in a little bag. I'm like, my God. I mean, you want to know why there's always a line at the post office? Inefficiencies. Trump makes like, hey, we should probably privatize the post office. Oh my God, up in arms. People are going crazy. They can't believe. And this is what I love. The fact that removing regulation, especially regulation that was not enacted by Congress. There is so much of it, and the recent ruling, what was that? The Chevron ruling that kind of came around and was overturned. That you had government agencies making up rule sets, Jeff. They were just like, they're like, this is now a rule. Well, no, where's the legislation that backs it up? So all that stuff is gone. And the fact that I wanted to play this little tidbit here. We've got from this wackadoodle senator. The best thing that I've just enjoyed so much going on is what's going on with the left, right? The Democrats, they're crying foul. They're calling him President Musk. President Musk intervened. You know what happened? Jeff, this is the most brilliant thing that's been done, right? We got 34 entries into the Yeti. The most brilliant. At a while, I was thinking, like, how is the speaker? Is he a rhino? Is he this? No, man, this is all by design. They negotiate this thing. They have the 1,500-page thing. No, they know nobody's going to read it, but they know that Vivek Ramaswamy is going to read it. They know that the people, the big voices are going to read it, and they're going to tell the public. Now, what people don't realize, and this is the Democrats probably know this, they weren't the influential vote, so their phones weren't broken up. The lines got flooded, got shut down because everybody went and started calling the representatives. They're like, "What is this crap? What do you mean you're giving yourself a 40% pay raise?" Yeah, they were the ones that put it out there, but they have no real power. Even the DOJ, the Department of Government Efficiency, doesn't have any power. It's suggestions, but they're going to figure out where to make the cuts. And they're going to run it by Congress, and Congress is going to do it, or it's going to be done through executive order. Better to go through Congress and eliminate it. But this whole idea, but they're so triggered. Look at this. Here's a representative. Carmichael's finally here. Good morning from Louisiana. So yeah, he had that pile up on the Pontchartrain Bridge the other day, man. I saw that. That was crazy.
Before we go to the next video here, check this guy out. This is.
Look at him so we can see him, Jeff.
An asteroid bandit. Look at this guy. Oh, let me. There we go. Oops. Look at this guy. Look at that. Look at the detail on that sword. This guy is a bandit. He's just ready for business. This guy. Look at that belt. Look at the detail on his belt. Man, the snow. You guys ever seen detail like that? Look at the snow. You can actually see the ice. The ice of the snow getting crunched under his feet. A little bit of dirt there because he's been walking through the snow, trampling it. Man, look at this branch. Look at the detail of that branch behind him. You can see just every aspect with the mountains in the background. This guy's somewhere out there in the Himalayas getting ready to take care of some business. And this is going to be yours. Whoever wins this guy. That guy's awesome. Man.
That's some serious badassery. So here's one of the blue hairs from the Democrat side. Very, very upset. She's very upset. You got to listen to this. I am loving this so much. The triggered stuff is going off here.
What is that?
What's
going on?
They got scared.
No. This is this is a representative, Rosa DeLauro from
Right.
Connecticut. So she got up grandstanding on the floor, and listen how the Democrats are like, yeah. I mean, they're so triggered. This is so beautiful.
And you know what?
What?
They got scared.
Oh no! What happened?
Because President Musk told them, President Musk said, don't
What a
do
freak.
it. Don't do it. Shut the government down. Imagine.
Yep. They should.
What does he know?
He knows
about
more
what
than you.
people go through
We the people,
when the
baby.
government shuts down.
What does he know? What do you
Are his
know? You've never
employees
employed anybody.
furloughed? Hell no.
Yeah, they need to be.
Is he
All the government
furloughed?
needs to be furloughed.
No. And when you shut the government down,
Furlough all
people
of them.
don't get paid. And maybe if none
for
of us
you.
got paid if the government shut down, some people on the other side of the aisle would feel differently.
I feel happy, man. Listen. What they don't want you to know is when you shut the government down, nothing happens. Nobody cares. Like, this is the greatest thing. The SEC put out a statement: if the government shutdown happens, they're going to be furloughed. This is fantastic news. Shut it down for a year, because the services like Social Security check, all that stuff still goes out. All this garbage stuff goes to the wayside. You know what they should do next? They should cut your salary. That's what they should do. You want a 40% hike? How about we cut it in half? And let's see if you want to volunteer to go do this. Or are you trying to make this your life's mission? And the funny part about it is this got to the people. Yeah, sure, some people like Vivek read it, but there was stuff in there that was just ridiculous, Jeff. Like this whole, man, there was so much garbage pork in this bill. So I have to, well, there's a reason. There's a reason. Hang on a second. There's a reason why I want to watch it, because somebody made a meme out of it. It's fantastic. Just focus on her face and her mannerisms, and this meme will make a lot of sense. Hang on.
About where we're going in this effort.
Yeah.
We had an agreement.
This is the thing. And Jeff, I always talk about big goofy glasses. For some reason, there's like an epidemic of big goofy glasses in this country. And if you look back to like the 1974, you could see these giant, big ass goofy glasses. We used to laugh at them, but now big ass goofy glasses are back. Everybody has them. My kids wear them. I see them everywhere. And I'm not banging on someone that has big glasses, but in like 5 years, you're gonna look back at that and go, look at those big ass goofy glasses. They look stupid. So big ass goofy glasses with the hair, and she's ranting. She thinks she's talking like this is great.
That's definitely not real.
This is not different from what we've experienced over the last year and a half or so. Think about it. Biden, McCarthy, deal, come together. Next day, walk away. Johnson, Schumer, deal. Next day, walk away. And now this deal, walk away from it.
We rug pulled the Democrats. They thought they were getting a 40% pay cut. They thought they were going to fund the government third-party agency that was going to do all the censorship. This was a setup a mile away. You don't think Johnson set this up this way? Yep, we got a deal. We got a deal. And we the people called the people. And then you know what really changed, was a game changer? When Trump came out and said, go ahead, Republicans, vote for this. We will primary you. And then Musk came out and said, yeah, and I'm going to make the campaigns happen. And I'll make sure that they're well-funded. That's what you call we the people. You don't get in line. And the greatest person to ever do this in the history of the United States is Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz would not confirm the speaker when the Republicans took the House. This is my rant, Jeff. He would not confirm. He said he wanted a provision in there that if you go back on your word of what you told us you said you were going to do, we can oust you. And it's going to take one person to do it. Me, or it was MTM, right? What's her name? The other senator, the other House member from Congress, Georgia. What's her name?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, MTG. Yeah. So she was, and they said that. And guess what? He went back on his word, and they got rid of him. Are you kidding me? You said you were going to do this, this, and this. You didn't do this, this, and this. You're gone. And most of the time, we got to sit through it for years and years while you get feckless stuff. But Johnson, who was just on the plane with the thumbs up with Elon Musk, Trump, and he's sitting there smiling. This was a setup a mile away. They were always going to rug pull this on them. They made him think they were getting a 40% raise, and they were going to fund all this stuff. They're going to fund Ukraine and all this garbage stuff that they do on the Democrat front. Build bridges. They were going to build a stadium, a football stadium in D.C. Explain what that has to do with continuing the government. What does your 40% pay raise have to do with continuing the government? So as a result of all this, Jeff, this is what we ended up with. We get these triggered nut jobs. This is glorious to listen to. Let's listen to them a little more, and then I'll play the meme.
can the American people trust them?
There you go.
And now this deal, walk away from
Right.
it. Who do we trust in this body?
We the people's who
And
we
above all,
trust.
can the American people trust us?
No, we don't
Trust us
trust
with
you.
their lives. When we had a moment, when we came to agreement as Democrats and Republicans, and then we were able to say, let's move forward. This country, you know, I want.
All right, that's enough of that. So somebody made this meme, Jeff. What's this?
And you know what? They got scared because President Musk told them, President Musk said, don't do it. Don't do it. Shut the government down.
Oh my God.
People are just so they're so creative.
And you know what? They got scared because President Musk
Look at the eye movements
President Musk said, don't do it.
and the blue hair.
Don't do it. Shut the government down.
I thought you was to say shut the front door. Shut the front door. You gotta love it, man. You just gotta love it. I mean, holy cow, man. You know what?
Thank
the memes
you,
on the right.
and
so
good night.
That's about it. I mean, the memes are so good. They are just so like spot on, you know. Anna Luna, who's a rep from Florida, she had this to say on the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I've never actually voted for
I can't get
CR,
over
but
that.
I'm here today because I realize that the plan that's on the table currently to keep our government open, but also the promise from the only president in my lifetime who's ever followed through on all of his campaign promises to the American people. Excuse me, I'm not done talking. Give me the same respect we give you guys.
Listen to Florida.
The House will come
Bitches.
to order. My colleagues are reminded the gentlewoman has the floor. She has the right to be heard.
Yep.
The gentlewoman has the right to be heard.
STFU.
And the gentlewoman would be reminded to direct her comments to the chair. The gentlewoman from Florida is recognized.
From the only president in my lifetime who's fulfilled all of his campaign promises to the American people, has promised to cut hundreds of billions of dollars in reconciliation. You want to talk about shutting down the government. The deal that was negotiated was largely rejected by the American people, which, to Speaker Johnson's credit, pulled it from the floor, which is why we are here today. The deal on the table will keep the government open for the American people, and if you guys so choose to shut it down, it will be on you, but not the Republican Party. We will not be going back to the table. This deal stands as it is, so let you go back home on Christmas and explain to your people why you shut down the government, because we won't be doing it.
This is a freshman, man. She's for real, and she got a lot of flack, Jeff. She got a lot of flack because she's a former model, and she did she did stuff for Sports. She was in Sports Illustrated and stuff. But this is one of the videos that really ticked off the left. She was modeling a "Make America Great" swimsuit. So she was like, she had this. So they were giving her a lot of flack for that, like, and that whole thing went viral. But she's a former model. So she was next to the flag, and everybody gave her a whole bunch of grief over it. And but she gets on there like nobody's business, and she got on there and just took them apart. Like, hey, we let you speak. Shut your mouth. I'm speaking right now. You gotta love that, Jeff.
It was a jab and a cross hook. Boom. Put them in their place. Look at that badass Yeti. So everybody type in Yeti. We're going to be doing a drawing soon. So type in Yeti so we can do that drawing soon for that badass. That's some badassery right there for that bandit of the white tribe badass Yetis. It's really sweet. So listen, show that one more time.
I'm going to see it again. Let's see if I think it got.
What's that next video you had queued up? Do you have something else?
There's
Or that came up?
shot. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Just something random. Randoms. Some random.
Yeah, there's the Instagram.
All right. And the other thing is, make sure you guys get your Zaman wallet ready, because when we do that transfer, gotta have your Zaman wallet ready. We're gonna need your Zaman wallet address, not ramen, but Zaman. It's almost like ramen, but not spelled exactly the same. This has an X and 2 A's. No E's. No E's.
Yeah, we got 40 today, Jeff. This is good. This is going to be a good drawing here. So guys, type in Yeti.
Can't wait.
We're going to do that drawing. Yes, we are. Yes, we're going to do it. It's going to be amazing. So before we get out of here, Jeff, we'll do the drawing after this. But this is Ben Carson. This is interesting to kind of keep my feet. But this is Ben Carson talking about on The View, talking about why he endorsed Donald Trump back in 2016. This is before Trump even became president. But listen very carefully to what he says and think about where we are in 2024.
Why did you endorse Donald Trump?
Well, you know, when I dropped out, my first choice went with me. But I said that I was, I was going to remain neutral. But then I realized that, the political establishment was aligning to protect their turf. And they don't like the idea of people who are not beholden to them and who cannot be controlled coming into Washington, D.C. And that was one of the reasons they didn't like me very much, but I was easier to get rid of than Donald Trump. I always say one of the ways that you measure a person is looking at their children. And how do their children act?
One's a big game hunter. I'm not thrilled with that.
Well, I mean, that's your privilege. But the fact of the matter is, they have been raised very well. They're very respectful. And I look at a lot of kids who come from very wealthy families, and I am appalled at what I see. So there is no perfect person, but what I think is really the worst thing that threatens our nation right now is a political class, a ruling class, and they are so threatened by anybody who is not beholden to them, they will do virtually anything. The nature of our country is at stake. We are on the precipice, and we are determining what kind of nation we're going to be. Are we going to be a nation that's upformed by the people or upformed by the government? This is a choice that we are making right now.
Okay, he said that there would be room for you in this cabinet, in his administration. Did he make any promises to you, and is that behind your endorsement?
No, not at all. And in fact, we agreed that we want to save this nation, particularly for the next generation, and talked about a variety of ways to do it. I'm continuing to work on mechanisms of presenting ladders of opportunity that will allow the downtrodden in our society to climb out of the state of dependency. Right now, the programs that have been put forth by both Democrats and Republicans for the last few decades are doing nothing but creating more dependency. We've gone from a can-do nation to a what can you do for me nation. It's not a good thing, and it's not helping America, and it's not helping the world.
There you go. I mean, Carson nailed it, dude. I mean, it's so amazing. Like, this is going back 7 years. It's so spot on. He said they will do anything to stop somebody. We saw the indictments. We saw the assassination attempts. Yeah, they're threatened, man, because guess what? Trump was figuring out what to do in the first term, got a lot of the wrong people. He brought the A team this time, and they're all former Democrats. Who's on the Doge? You got Bill Ackman. You got Vivek Ramaswamy. You've got Elon Musk. It's fantastic. All right, let's go for this thing. Let's get this thing queued up. Let me roll it. Let me roll it. We got 44 of these in, guys. That's a lot. We're going to see who's going to be winner take all. Let's put it up on the screen, and let's do the draw. Are we ready?
Get the Yetis. Get the Yetis. Get the Yetis. Come on. This is the last chance. Last chance for the Yeti.
Come on now.
All for the Yeti.
Got 44 in there. Let's do it. Ready? You only have to type it once. If you type it more than once, it'll just register you once. It's intelligent. It knows. But I'm going to hit the draw, guys. Let's go. Ready, and let's do it.
Let's go.
Holy cow, who's it going to be? I see everybody cycling through there. Click, click. Who's it going to be? Twin Force Fusion. Boom. Twin Force Fusion. You are a winner. You have to say, I'm here. If we don't see you say, I'm here, or you don't have a wallet, we'll have to redraw. So don't anybody leave just yet. Let's make sure and confirm that Twin Force Fusion is indeed here. Yes. As the winner of the badass the Jeti.
Twin Force Fusion.
Yeah.
Twin Force Fusion. You got to let us know that you're here. Say, I'm here, and then get your Zaman wallet ready to post so we can grab that. We can transfer this bad boy over to you. But you got to be here to win it.
Legendary came up right before he popped the twin. It always thinks you're the winner, and then it does that extra click.
Always there, hesitates. It's like that.
When they spin the wheel and it goes click, 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 you're like, yay, and then click bankruptcy. It's like you're bankrupt. But Twin Force, we got to hear from you. If we don't hear from you, if you don't say I'm here, then we are going to have to choose somebody else. We'll have to draw again. We got 43 people that want to win this.
That's right.
So don't go anywhere yet, just yet. Joe Buddy says it's fixed. Never showed my name. It shows if you typed it in, it'll show it. Look, it rolls through there. But
everybody's had a chance to respond. Unfortunately, he hasn't responded. One more chance. Twin Force Fusion. Twin Force Fusion. So that's it.
I have to draw again. We didn't hear from Twin Force.
Maybe he's trying to get his phone out, but if but now we're getting a bunch more Yetis. See what our number. Well, we don't know because we're going to do a draw again. But you guys are being. Oh, there we go. Got 40.
So it continues to go. So we had 44. Now we have 2 more people that have entered.
Man, look at that. So now we have a draw.
It used to be you have to go do it all over again, but then they created the draw again one, which is fantastic. So you don't have to type that in. You have 46 people, don't have to go back.
No whammy. Stop.
No whammy. Stop.
Unfortunately, Twin Force Fusion is not here. So we're going to
draw again, guys. Let's see who wins. Let's see who does it. Who is going to be the big winner today? Let's go. Sorry about that, Twin Force, but here we go again. Drawing again. Click, 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 click. Jumping through there. Who's it going to be? Come on now.
Oh.
Kelly Slade, Costa Rica Kelly, an OG of the show. You are now a proud.
Now,
hopefully Kelly is here. Come on, Costa Rica Kelly. Let's go. You got to be here.
Costa Rica.
I don't think caps matter, but it is all caps. But I don't know if it does matter. But I saw you filter through there, Justin. So, and again, it's just there's 44 people, so you may not see everybody, but I did see you come up in that. So let's see. Anyone else getting Zaman notices? That
I haven't.
Fees. Yeah, they're going to charge fees. Which
did you get a notice? I didn't get a notice though.
I got a pro wallet. Why would I get a notice? I've been a supporter from day one. The team, we win the amount of work they've done and made accessibility. So you got this massive portfolio, and you want a free wallet? No, man, it doesn't work that way. So I think that go ahead and find some garbage wallet out there that you want to use.
Kelly.
Oh no, Kelly, no. Say it's not true.
Alex, crying. Alex is crying.
That's so sad.
Oh no, you don't have to type again. We're just gonna roll it again. Oh my god.
46 in here. No, you don't have to type.
Kelly entered, but Kelly doesn't have a wallet, unfortunately.
Never had to do a third try, but third time's a charm, guys. May the best person win here. Sorry about that, Kelly. Get yourself a Zaman wallet.
Yeah, get the Zaman wallet so you can win next time. That'd be awesome.
Thanks for letting us know. Here we go.
I said, go again. Roll again.
Tick, 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 tick. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Come on now. Joe Buddy. Dude, complaining he doesn't win. Joe Buddy wins.
Oh, Buddy, look at that. It was almost Crypto Eddie.
It was almost Crypto Eddie. Yeah, she almost got it. Didn't she win last week?
Are you here, Joe Buddy? Are you here, Joe Buddy? Twice. Look at that. How cool is that? How amazing is that AI?
Yeah, you were so close. You just missed it by that much. And I hate that because it puts it up there for a second. You're like, yeah, click. And then I'm like, oh, this is just a tool we use through StreamYard. It's a good tool because it makes it easy for us to do it. We don't have to count. It's fair. We don't control it. Joe cried. He wins. Yeah, Joe cries. Boom.
Are
we have nothing to do with it. I just click a button here, and you can see it's StreamYard.com/giveaway. There's a little drop-down menu, and I select the
No way. How is that possible? Come on, guys. How do you not have a Zaman wallet? What the heck? What's going on here?
How do you not have a camera, Jeff?
What? Oh my God, where'd my camera go?
I don't know.
What happened?
Round 4, guys. We'll be here with you all day streaming. Tip your bartenders while you're here. Take care of everybody. It's gonna be a long drive. Get your drinks, your popcorn. My gosh, man. I can't believe Kelly and Joe both win, and neither one of them has a Zaman wallet. And that's the prerequisite. We say, like, type in Yeti if you got a Zaman wallet. Man, Jeff had to leave. He's gonna come back. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll again. Sorry about that, guys. I hate to see that too, man. Zober says, love to you, Eddie. There you go. Beautiful. That's horrible. Like the Price is Right wheel. That's what I was thinking about. It goes tick, tick, tick. You think good, and then, man, get something bad.
I got
Or
blocked.
they do that on what's the one where they spin it? They got to guess the words. I don't know what that's called.
Yeah, I don't know. But I can't believe that. Here we go again. Oh my God.
All right, let's go again.
Yeah.
Jeff, where you lost your image. Let's go again. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Boom. This is gonna be holy cow. This is number 4. Number 4, round 4. Gosh, what's going on here? Okay, we can't.
No.
That can't be the winner. When we type in Yeti, it registers. So no,
Yeti
of course,
How do we not register ourselves? That's crazy.
everybody's fixed. No, because you type,
We win.
you said type in Yeti and it just grabs the Yeti part. So
Yeah, it's only looking for the word Yeti. So if you ever type in Yeti during this thing, that's how it records it based on that.
So here we go. Round number 5. Let's go. Who's it going to be?
Most draws ever. That's
Don't have a Zober wallet. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Let's see. Fred Hoffman. Fred Hoffman.
I hope Fred Hoffman's here.
Fred, please be here. I mean, otherwise we're going around again. Say I'm here. If you are here.
Fred Hoffman.
It's rigged. Yeah.
Oh, and Fred Hoffman. Joe Bud wins, and now he's calling it rigged. What?
Rigged. Fred Hoffman, you got to say I'm here. Say it quick. I know there's a little bit of.
Fred Hoffman is here.
Fred Hoffman's here. Okay, boom, we got it. Okay, Fred.
Hopefully, Fred, you have
do you have a Zaman wallet? Because we need to get your Zaman.
We need your Zaman wallet address.
Your Zaman address, my man. That's what we need.
We're gonna have to invite somebody on from Zaman to say, come on in. We got to show people about the Zaman wallet. The Zaman wallet.
Tweets in here. We'll do a segment on the whole Zaman wallet, and it's a fantastic wallet. It's my favorite wallet.
Easily I need to borrow my XRP address.
I've been a user since the inception, because I just believe in. If you believe in the ecosystem and you believe in what Yetis Wins brought to the ecosystem, and the amount of work he's put in his team, man, how do you not do it? It's a fantastic wallet, just like the elections. It was rigged on the chain one.
Rigged from the beginning.
It's rigged because here we go, round 5.
Wait,
all right,
Fred is here.
Fred's here. From the.
If you have a Zaman wallet address, say.
You have a Zaman wallet address.
Because then we're gonna go to another. I'm looking into the thing.
Justin said he said Yeti. He did say Yeti. He didn't say I was here. He's speaking in Yeti right now. He's like Yeti. Okay.
Speaking in Yeti. I'm ready. I'm Yeti. I'm here.
Yes or no? Do you have? Just say I have the Zaman wallet.
Yes, I have the wallet. Why typing Yeti? Fred won. Fred Hoffman actually won. So
yeah, but Fred, we need to know if you have the Zaman wallet. If you don't have the Zaman wallet, we got to roll again. So spin it again. So we have to let us know. Do you have the Zaman wallet? I do not hear a confirmation of that. I just keep seeing Yeti. We have to know if you have the Zaman wallet.
He might be behind. The problem is he might be behind us. He might not have caught up to us. Maybe he's listening on the rewatch. So that's where we probably have to post it in the thing to say Fred won. Because if he's not up to this point and he's behind, then he might be listening to a whole different thing where we just said type in Yeti. That's why he's typing Yeti in. So he doesn't even realize. So let's post it here. Fred Hoffman won.
Yeah, but he won't see that comment if he's behind.
You should see the comment because the comment's real time, I believe.
No, but not if he's behind the show. He's just going to see what happened 20 minutes ago.
I think you can type in real time during this period of time, but on the rewatch, obviously, it's real time. But the chat is real time versus where you're at. Yeah, the chat is always live. Chat's live, and the video's not. So if he's watching the chat, but that's the big part. That's what I'm realizing here. So, Fred, need your Zaman wallet.
Holy cow! I never knew it was this difficult to give away something, Jeff. I don't like doing this, but what are you going to do?
To start a little bit earlier. People love it. Everybody loves it. Look at that. See, he didn't know he won. There he goes. See,
yes,
he didn't know because he's behind. There you go. Boom. He's about to do it. He didn't even know he won because
He's going to
not
discover
up to.
after he gets the Yetis. You're like, oh, I did win. Check this out. So that's the other thing. We're learning a lot of stuff here, Jeff. And
He's
thanks
catching up.
Justin confirming the fact that it is live. I didn't know that before. I thought it was kind of like in succession. So it's cool that he saw. He's reading the comments like Fred Hoffman won. Wait, I won? What did I win? This is amazing. What a crazy dude.
Yes, that's a problem. I do see things like way ahead. That's always the problem. I figure it out too quickly, and then it's that's my problem.
Money sister. That's what you get for trying to communicate with a Yeti. Yeah, that's exactly what you get. What are you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Fred has dial-up. No,
the 90s.
Fred still has. He's still redeeming those America Online. He's got the CD.
There
What
it
do you
is.
get? The mail.
Wallet. Okay.
All right, nice going, Fred. Well done, Fred. You're gonna, Fred.
Watch later.
Fred's gonna watch it and see that he won. He'll be like, "Oh no, I was almost a loser." Because we're like, Fred, if you're here, Fred, if you're here, say I'm here. Yeti. Fred, if you're here, type Yeti. I was like, so he was hearing us. You're right, Jeff. Jeff does have a 200 IQ.
Yeah. All right, now I got to go to regular. Hang on a minute. Now I got to go to regular YouTube. Oh, now I'm timing out.
Jeff, what happened to your videos gone? What's going on, man? You got to get on a Mac, dude. We got to get you a Mac. This PC thing's not working out for you.
No, it's the streamer. Everything's going slow all of a sudden. All right, I got to go to regular YouTube to try to grab his
grab
thing
the wallet.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not showing up. I see it in the chat, but I'm not seeing it over here. Let me get out. Let me get out of the this. Let me go to regular YouTube.
I'm gonna play another video.
Sweet.
Which will kind of let me see if I have this video. Did I download this video? Let me see.
Let's see.
Man, what is going on? That's
Video.
so weird. I thought I downloaded it, but let me download it again. Hang on. Here we go.
YouTube take away some of our subscribers. What? We've been on a roll, adding subscribers.
It's been
now
awesome.
YouTube said, "Nope, we're taking away your subscribers."
Well, it was fun while it lasted. Here we go. Let's listen to this video. Watch this thing. Always something funny to play at the end. Kind of go away feeling with a little chuckle. Here, this is a Biden Christmas video. Thought you guys enjoy. Pay close attention to who's on his lap.
Up on Santa's lap, Zelensky sat queer, ready to ask him for billions of more dollars, enough for the year. Along came Trump, though, cheeks jolly with glee. You aren't getting that money, as nothing's for free. Zelensky stammered and stuttered, his eyes wide with rage. But without that money, I'll have to work minimum wage. Trump then looked at Santa and gave a slight smile. Exactly the point. He said, "You've been mooching a while." Zelensky then stormed out, annoyed and dismayed. He ran to his wife, trying to get laid.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. These memes are out of control, man. They really are out of control. I mean, there's so much weirdness, man. So much goofy weirdness. Gosh.
Trying to catch up to the chat. The chat's on my end is a little sluggish. I don't know what's going on, but I see him post. I saw Fred posted it again, but now it's just slow on my YouTube. I don't know what happened? Maybe the internet dropping out, but I can't. It's not coming up on YouTube. What the heck's going on?
Here. I'm here. Oh, yeah, okay, we have your thing. That's cool. We got it.
But I don't have it yet.
Can you grab it
I
or no?
can't. It's not showing up. It's showing up in the chat. Now I'm trying to get it to show up on the YouTube. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube blocks certain
Scroll
things
to the, yeah, we should tell him to scroll to the end because maybe he's putting it in where he's at.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, good.
It's showing up. I had to
Good deal.
refresh.
Fantastic. We're good. We're golden. Beautiful. All right. Well, that's it. I think that's all we have.
This bad boy. Here we go. Get ready. We're gonna go over here. You're winning a nice bandit. This beautiful bandit, which is really cool. This guy's really cool. And now let's get ready to transfer this bad boy right here.
Do
This
it.
is what we're gonna transfer. I don't think we can do it live because I don't know what happens with the QR code, but we're gonna hit the transfer. So go ahead and take it out. Unshare for a second. There we go. Boom. Now I'm gonna hit transfer. Okay. Now let me scroll. Let me scan this bad boy here. Get ready, Fred, because it's boom. All right. Here we go. Accepting it. Accept it. Boom. Look at that. Transfer has been submitted. And it's verifying, and that's it. Done. Submitted successfully. Done. That's how it is. That's real time. Fred's here real time with us now. Boom. That's how quick it was. See that, Chip?
That's great, man.
You do that with Ethereum. You do that on OpenSea that quick, just like that, without any cost.
Bitcoin.
And there was like 0.00 of a drop. That was it.
Transfer fee, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
there we are, guys. This is fantastic.
Look at that bad boy.
Show. I don't know where Jeff is, but that's okay. We'll get through it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but I don't see you. But that's okay. Let's go. What I'm going to do now, we're going to exit here. If I can find, where are the things, man? I can't see. Jeff's gone. What a disaster this is. Okay.
Trying to get my camera back, but I can't. So that's all right. I think I disabled it.
I'm going to. That's it. That's it, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. Go Bills. Bills are playing the Patriots tomorrow. It might be a little bit late tomorrow, Jeff, because I have to watch the games. It's not televised, which is ridiculous. But anyway,
it's not televised.
I don't know why.
Are you going to see the game?
It was supposed to be a 1 o'clock game. They moved it till. I hate when they do that. They moved it to 4 o'clock. But anyway,
if it's not televised.
Well, it's televised, but it's not on my normal TV, and I'm not paying $500 to YouTube at mid-season. When I discovered I could get it on, buy it through YouTube, it was like $500, and it was already half the season was over. I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay that. I'll just go watch my favorite pub down the street. So
there you go.
And there you have it. So, guys, we will be back tomorrow night with more bangers, more awesome news, more craziness, and another badass Yeti giveaway. So that's all we have. Jeff, anything before we get out of here?
He's catching up to the dial-up.
Got it, man. Yay! Let me do some celebration here for Fred. Ready? Celebrate, baby. Let's do some fireworks, baby. Boom! All right, there we go. Some celebration. There we have it. All right, that's it, guys. We are out of here. Here's a hack: sign up for Fubo TV and cancel it before it charges you. That's a good idea, Justin. That's how he watches his Chiefs away game.
That's how you do it.
But you do that every time, Fubu. Thank you, Crypto Eddie. Great to see you in here.
Good
And I know, almost thought you wanted. Clicked her on for a second. You know what, man? I gotta give props to Justin, bro. Bro, you know what? This is incredible. I'm gonna have to do that. I love it. Yep. Thanks. Yep. Thanks, Justin. Sweet. Justin, here's a hack. I like his hacks. Good for you, my man. All right, that's what I'm doing today. Fubo TV. Okay. Didn't know they had the games. That's the thing. I didn't know they carried them. So that's awesome. Yeah. All right. That is official. We are out of here, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Chip and Jeff. Ow!
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.